I'm up 8.2 million today.
Dave Portnoy, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Portnoy, ladies and gentlemen. If he is up 8.2 million, that means we all are. And this is exactly what's happening on the market. Market is up, everything is crazy, and there is a massive reason for that. We're going to talk about it, but I don't want you to play this dumb. That's the honest truth. And as you know, always I keep it real. I'm traveling, but I'm still coming here with a short show because I just want you to pay attention and not give into the FOMO, not get into the FUD. Yeah. Big show. Let's talk about it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I bring you stuff like this. We take trades. I update you on the market. This is the only show you need for the past 24 hours. I'm a little bit washed. I'll be honest with you. I've slept probably like 6 hours in the past 3 days. I'm on a conference. I'm shooting different videos, but I really just want to get this out because I think it's super important that you pay attention, especially now. Yesterday was an insane day when it came to markets. 5.5 trillion added to the US stock market. We've seen the S&P soar 9.52%. Best day since 2008, October 28th. Now pay attention to that date. It's going to be important. The Dow Jones recorded its highest single day gain in history, up 2,965 points. The Nasdaq hit its best day since 2001. Insane. Now, why? Before all this, Trump tweeted, "This is a great time to buy." You know, it's like a good cabal tweeting about it. Anyway, he came out yesterday and he announced that there's going to be an increased retaliation tariff. So it's a retaliation tariff on the retaliation that China did on the retaliation that Trump did. So it's like the retaliation of the retaliation of the retaliation. Okay, so it's like a retaliation tariff, 125% on China. But what is interesting about it is yesterday, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because you probably heard it, but basically they announced a 90-day pause on states that are not going to retaliate. So it says countries that have not, at my strong suggestion, retaliated in any way, shape, or form against the United States, I have authorized a 90-day pause and a substantially lowered reciprocal tariff during this period of 10%, also effective immediately. So basically what happens is, what this means is that Trump comes in, he goes, Tariff. You're out. Tariff. We're gonna tariff everyone, and everyone will come to us. And so he tariffed everyone, and then he said, you know what? If you didn't retaliate, you're a good boy. I'll cut you some slack. I'll get down, and I'm gonna just put a 10% blanket tariff on you, and then we just figure out it in 90 days. That sounds good. The problem is China. Why? Because Trump comes to the table and he's like, you know what? I'm ready to negotiate. If the China wants to negotiate, I'm here. I'm ready. Tremendous amount of things to discuss. So anyway, so he comes forward and he says that he's ready to negotiate, which is for me scary. Now at the same time, a lot of things happening. One, EU announced and approves $23 billion worth of goods to be tariffed. Soybeans, including soybeans, orange juice, motorcycles. That is kind of a problem. And the next big problem is that China increased their tariff from 34 to 84. That was basically what Trump retaliated on. Now China is not backing down. There are a couple of reasons to believe that. One, the Chinese yuan is falling. So we have discussed this. I had a whole show on this. Go look back on the channel. And by the way, guys, if you're not subscribed, make sure to smash the subscribe button, smash the like button. I would appreciate it if you're here and you appreciate the fact that I'm here. And if you don't know who I am, again, my name is Fefe. I bring you trades like this. We trade, we share, we do the news and much more. So go and follow me on X. There's a link in the description. Now, a couple of reasons why this is, in my opinion, quite bearish. One is that just a few days ago, we had crazy news. For example, China issues risk alerts for Chinese tourists traveling to the US. It's a fucking trade war, bro. Why do you need to alert people? Well, it's simple. Because they want to put pressure back onto the United States. These guys are not backing down. And let's not forget that just a few days ago, we had $7 trillion wiped from the stock market. So like last week has been a bloodbath. Over 11 trillion since Trump took office. Mind-blowing. And now we're so back. No, we're not so back. Now I said that if you think this is gonna end fast, you don't understand what's happening. Famously so, because literally a few hours before the market started pumping, and some of these have seen the largest inflows in history. But the reason why I'm saying this is because everybody's becoming. I said this because it's not gonna. Even if we're gonna have a 9-day rally, it's not gonna resolve in 2 days. It's not even that now we have seemingly an agreement or seemingly a progress towards. It's not going to go away. Couple of things to listen to pay attention here. One is, this is my honest opinion. So one, we're not out of the woods yet. I'm gonna show you the charts. Definitely not out of the woods yet. Second, if you think Trump started to put these tariffs on to start demonstrating power. He just started throwing tariffs at everyone, right? And then he says, okay, come to the table, negotiate. And China said, F you. We're not coming to the table. Who are you? We're gonna tariff you back. If you think of the Magnificent Seven, for example, if you think of Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, where do they source everything? Yes, China. They source everything from China. They are ripping the country off, and that's true. That's what they do. What are you gonna do? You're not gonna have an iPhone? Of course you will. So the problem is that, in my opinion, what really happened here is that Trump maybe extended a little bit too more than what he should have, and the yields were not going down with which he wanted, probably because the Chinese are selling. And he realized that there was a shit show about to happen. So he had to step back by also saving face. And then he came out and he was like, you know what? We can negotiate. And so the problem is, and this is what we all have to look out for today, what happens if China goes, you know what, we're not interested. Thank you very much. We'll leave the 84% and F you. What happens then? Because I guarantee you the markets will not take it good. I guarantee you. Because everybody, in my opinion, again, no one knows what's happening. That's very, very important. But in my opinion, China, everybody expects, and the market expects China to go like, of course we're gonna do this. No, they are not going to do this. They're proud. And they also have the power. They also have the power. Even though everybody thinks, oh my God, China, whatever. No, they do. Do they want to make a deal? Of course. Of course. I'm not saying they're gonna go into war. For why? But they have the upper hand right now, in my honest opinion. So their response, they had just had an emergency meeting actually 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, where they clearly said they don't think Trump treated them fairly. And if they sense, and if I'm correct, and Trump is in trouble, I guarantee you the Chinese will strike where it hurts the most. I guarantee you that. And that will not be good. They can limit supply of goods. They can limit supply of like everything in America and around the world. Most of the stuff, essential supplies are made in China. Essential supplies are made in China. What if China says, you know what, we're going to put an 800% tariff on toilet paper? Or we're going to, I don't know exactly if toilet paper is made in China, but what if they say syringe? They say, we're going to put an 800% tariff on syringe. Like, what are you going to do? So I just want you to pay attention. And I also want to be very frank here, because I said yesterday, let me just bring this up here. I said yesterday that Trump stepped back and I'm long. And I'll be honest with you, I closed my long position. Right, I closed it. Now I'm going to show the charts. I took a short as well, but let me just see. So I closed my long position around here. It is coming down nicely. I do think we can pump, but I'd rather be safe than be sorry. Now let's go back here, because this is, Dave Portnoy I started the show with. This is also Dave Portnoy, but this was April 7th. Listen to this.
I went super viral when I said I lost $7 million. I'd kill to be back to losing $7 million. I haven't even looked. If I had to guess, I'm down in these last 3 days, probably close to 20. I don't know, like 10-15% of my net worth, poof. But I'm still here. That's the game. Am I crying? Am I like, oh, whoa, it's me. I wish I voted for Kamala. No. Do I wish this didn't go down like this? Yes. Am I in this to make money? Yes.
So the dude was saying, I'm up 8 million. This dude here.
I'm up 8.2 million today.
Guess what? There is only 11 million to go to break even. And I love the guy. I love Dave Portnoy. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. But I mean, the fact is that the best, and I mean the best days are bear market rallies. Let that fucking sink in. Okay? So I know everybody is bullish and everybody is happy, but I don't want you to be the dumb mother in the room. Okay? So, that said, there is a massive event happening today. We do have core CPI and we do have unemployment claims. Now, here's the problem, or the challenge, or whatever. CPI is projected to be lower than previous. It's projected to be 2.5%. I do think it is going to be lower, to be very honest with you. But if it's not, that's not going to be good. Anyway, so we have to look at that as well. Let me look at the charts and explain. Guys, if you are here and if you appreciate this content, I want you to do two things. One, I want you to smash and obliterate the like button. And number two, you already subscribed to the channel. So number three is please go to my X profile and check out the stuff that I do there. I post every single day a bunch of cool stuff. For example, I just posted this recap. Actually, if you go down into the description, you're gonna land on this recap. This is like a 24-hour recap article that you can read with all the resources and everything that you can deep dive into. I cover most of this on the shows, but there are some nuggets that I think is worth going to. So there's a link in the description. Go and check it out. And if you are there, just smash the follow button, turn on notifications. I do some cool stuff there. Now, that said, let's jump into... I'm watching you. Go and do it now. Okay, that said, let's go into the charts. Total market cap. Here's the problem. Daily. Here's the problem. Holy shit, I put this up here. When did I put this up here? Now? Oh, maybe I was just looking at it. Yeah, this is like if you would ask me what I'd do, like this is what I would do. Like if I didn't know anything, you just put this chart in front of me, I would say I would wait for a 15-minute market structure shift. Well, guess what? There is a 15-minute market structure shift. Simple. What would I do? I would short this. Where? I would short it at least here. I would short it at least at 2.5 trillion. And then I would see if I get a market structure shift. If I do, then it's cool. If I don't, I would just keep shorting it because it's a lower low. Oh, what is it? A higher low here. And then I'm expecting a lower low. Very simply put, this is what I would say. But I also understand the fact that Trump is making progress here. Everything is on the Chinese side. But if the Chinese come out for any reason and they are bullish and they're willing, this can really go. Here's what I did. I shorted Fartcoin. That's the honest truth. I closed my long. I shorted Fartcoin. This is my entry. This is my exit here. Stop loss here. This can easily go bad. Why? Because Fartcoin is just pumping and whatever and all that. Did you see it here? I had a stop here as well. It's absolutely fine. So I'm just being honest with you. I actually I was actually so early here because if I would have just waited for the OB, what is happening here? If I would have just waited for the OB up here, that would have been like perfect. So anyway, so I have shorted Fartcoin. Again, I don't know why where did that thing go now that I shorted, but I have shorted, and the best thing I can recommend you is not to trade. Honestly, like wait out this week. It's already Thursday. You don't wanna, you know, gamble on this. But I'm also gonna say, and I said it already, that I have deployed 30% of my capital. I said that I deployed back. I sold at 94,000. I'm deploying back, and I do think it's worth buying a spot. But I just want you to know that if you start taking long positions, you are being the dumb one in the room, and you don't want to do that. So guys, I will update you on everything I do. I legit will update you everything I do and whatever happens on my X profile. So go and check that out. But also, I do think it's worth checking out the article. There are a bunch of cool resources there. And then just take it step by step. We're gonna see how CPI comes out right after the show. And if it comes out good, then I think we do have a great potential for a rally. Otherwise, don't believe whatever people say that it's gonna be a 90 days straight up. You know, it's not how it's going to be, in my opinion, and then maybe I'll be wrong, but again, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I will wait for the 50% retrace. I'll tell you that. Again, I will update you when it happens, but I will wait for the 50% retrace on this, and if I do get a 50% retrace and the market structure shift from there, so like if I get something like this and then a higher high, I am going to long. Like that's a no-brainer. Low here, I am going to long it, but I'm also aware that this is macro-driven, China-driven, inflation-driven, Trump-driven. Guys, truly appreciate every single one of you. Make sure to check out the links in the description. Oh, one more thing. Bluefin. If you want a non-KYC exchange that is available worldwide, yes, even in the United States, no VPN, no nothing, and you want crazy cool bonuses, but that's not even the best part, sign up and check out Bluefin. I trade on there. I love it. It's non-custodial, meaning they keep their funds at Fireblocks, which is a third-party custodian. You don't keep your funds on the exchange. But most importantly, if you trade on my link, there's a link in the description. Every single month, if you trade 1 million volume, which is not much, you will have a chance to win a consultation with me. So I'm going to pick 2, 3, 4 people to do a 30-minute consultation one-on-one on me, and we might even from those people fly someone out at the end of the year. We'll see how that goes and spend the weekend with me. But the way to go about this is link in the description, sign up to Blowfin, and simply trade, and then Blowfin will reach out. I will just announce it on the show as well, the UID. So it's very, very simple. And then of course you have a bunch of cool benefits. If you have already signed up to Blowfin using my link, you can just go down and deposit as well. You have a bunch of benefits for the ones who already did sign up, so check that out, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. Check out these 2 videos. Click here to subscribe to the channel. Oh, woo, like, you know, Professor Crypto kind of sound. Take care. I believe I'll see you in the next one. Take care.